I want to get more people. Hometown, Huntington Beach. We're here. Command center. On the front lines. Home field advantage. Fourth quarter. Choose what side you are on. Are you on the Nazi side that's trying to force vaccinate the Jews? What they're doing now, trying to force to vaccinate our children? Next, it's going to be you. Next, like the gays, married on 50 states, vaccinations. All 50 states. We're here to save America. It's in distress right now.
We're here for the same reason you are.
Yeah, I just want to make sure you are.
What's up with the hostility? How could you know that? How can you?
I'm just protecting our parents here who are gathered for a meaningful demonstration.
My shirt says Save America.
Your shirt? Yes, it does.
That's why I'm here, saving America.
You are.
Did you know the Nazis forced vaccinated the Jews?
We're not going to talk about that.
No, they forced vaccinated the Jews. You need to talk about it.
Yes. In fact, we got the vaccines from the Nazis.
Yeah, here we go. Reporter. We did hire her scientists.
Operation Paperclip.
Yes, right here. Right here, Operation Paperclip.
Yeah.
The Nazis hired over
Marginalized. Who are you?
800.
My name is Ruth. I'm an attorney.
Ruth, she's an attorney.
Yeah. This bill is highly unconstitutional. It violates the 1st, 4th, 5th, 6th, 8th, and 14th Amendments.
Why do you not want to talk about that, ma'am?
You know what? We don't want to be marginalized.
How is it marginalized? Information is truth is truth. Truth cannot be hidden in the dark forever. Did you know Claudia?
I appreciate that. I appreciate your effort and your commitment to the truth.
Yeah.
But right now, we want to inform and educate.
That's what we're doing,
We don't
ma'am.
want to alienate the other group.
How are we alienated, ma'am? I'm a combat veteran. I served for this country.
I honor that. I honor.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
At some point, because we're here, because this is forced inoculation, right?
Yes.
At some point, we have to find or draw a line in the sand. Am I right?
We have drawn a line.
Because, well, by me
That's
saying
why we're all
this,
here.
I think you're taking offense because you think we're taking a negative stance. We're not taking a negative stance. We're here because at some point, they will take warriors that need to push this envelope because they just passed it. Did you ever think that this would go this far? I never thought this would go this far. So let me ask you this: at what point will you say enough is enough?
Well, this is an educational occasion.
Absolutely, that's exactly what this is.
They're taking our First
we
Amendment.
You know what? I studied law. I'm a JD. I'm a Berkeley JD.
Okay.
Self-educated.
Great, and I applaud that. I applaud autodidacts. And I'm so glad that you're fighting for the truth. But I don't want to alienate the groups who are gathering around us.
Is it because we have an upside down flag?
So what is that?
I'm not alienating you. I'm just saying that I want to tread. It's a fine line.
That's exactly
The
right.
fine line's in the middle of the road, and that's the worst place to drive.
Absolutely, and there's a history, there's a foundation to all this.
The Holocaust and the Nazis.
Absolutely.
Force vaccinated the Jews to kill all the children and all the Jews. What are they doing now? They're force vaccinating our children. They're sticking needles, mercury, and all poisons in our children. And in the next 50 states, it's going to be forced in the next 50 states. And your children are not allowed to go to public school and private school.
Unless.
What are we going to do? Right? We have to use our Second Amendment.
Repeal 277!
We're out here with Dr. Billy Dimash, chiropractic doctor and host of KelJam.
Right.
What's going on out here today, Billy?
Well, we've got a rally against SB277, which is getting rammed down our throats. And the rally's good size. I just think we need to get more people involved and get people off the fence. And because this isn't just about whether you're pro-vaccine or anti-vaccine, this is about losing the choice. And it could come down to the fact that there's certain vaccines that you don't want for your child, you're not going to have that choice anymore. Plus, also, I think the biggest issue is what's coming down the pike is that we've got a reality where they've got 300 new vaccines in the pipeline, and they're going to decide which vaccines they deem necessary for us. So, I mean, whether you like vaccines or you don't like vaccines, You're losing the choice about what they stick into your body. And I know that this is just the stepping stone. This is the stepping stone. Because then you've got a 98% vaccine rate in California. I don't know what the big fuss is about. I mean, we have a 2% unvaccinated people that opt out. This is really just a stepping stone to bring in the adult mandated schedule. So they just open up a whole new market. They poison a whole slew of new people that they do. Like people from my generation, we got 3 or 4 vaccines. We're not neurologically challenged from all the toxicity. I mean, to a slight degree, but not where these kids are getting, upwards of 50 different shots. So I know it's about just an incremental control, incremental poisoning through mass vaccination of the human population with a dumbing down capacity to make people more docile, complacent, so they'll fit in with the whole agenda, which is being New World Order.
Agenda 21.
Thank you.
Depopulate the planet.
Yeah.
Something Bill Gates has talked about at some of his TED conferences.
Eugenicist, we all know that. And that's all these programs in Africa are about, just creating infertility issues and depopulation issues in those areas because they feel that those areas are the population's out of control.
The Bill Gates Foundation.
Yeah. Everybody thinks it's a big charitable organization. If he was really about charity and he really cared about people, he would make sure that these people were properly fed, they had clean water, they had proper shelter and housing. But no, they think that they can go in and poison people and bring about health. In reality, these people just need food, they need nutrition, they need good living standards. That's why you don't get sick because you have a shortage of vaccines. You get sick because you have a horrible lifestyle, you have horrible nutrition, you're just exposed to
your guts, totally
everything. I mean, we can go on and on and on, all the stuff you know about.
So where do we stand in California right now, Billy?
Well, California is, it's the litmus test for the rest of the country. I know if this flies in California, it's going to go across the rest of the country. It's going to go across the rest of the globe, and that's why I'm really excited to see such an outreach of people from all over the globe saying, well, hey, what can we do to help? And, obviously we can't be there, but whatever we can do to help. Because more and more people are waking up to the reality that vaccines are the biggest hoax has ever been. It's a scam, dude. It's a scam that creates sick children, that creates more need for more medical intervention, more drugs, and the world is waking up to it, and that's why you're seeing that they've gone to this degree where they have to now force it because so many people are starting to wake up to the reality. There's a huge dike, the hole in that dike. There's no way they can hold back the tide anymore because so many people are waking up to all the lies and deceit and BS that's been propagated as truth through all their bogus, nonsensical science.
McDonald's isn't even reporting their losses anymore.
Right. I mean,
all the way down to that.
Right,
and they're losing bad. It just shows that people are waking up to what's going on.
It's people that don't care, I get it, but if you care about the health of yourself, you care about the health of your children, you're going to do the research. You're not going to listen to a doctor. I mean, I feel that probably the most dangerous physician on the planet happens to be a pediatrician because you're getting right on the drug train from the minute you're born with these hep shots, which still contain mercury, even though Dr. Pan says that none of the vaccines contain mercury. Well, he hasn't even done his own research on that. And I think when you go to a pediatrician and they forcibly try to get you, try to force you to take vaccines and try to scare you and all that, because they believe the lie, they were trained in the lie. They went to an establishment that was, the curriculum was dictated by a pharmaceutical cartel. Everything that they do is drugs. And as I always say, if you're a hammer, everything's a nail. And if you go to a doctor that all he does is prescribe drugs and gives you vaccines, that's what you're going to get. But then when you go to alternative health practitioners like myself, we teach you a completely different paradigm. And that paradigm is that if you nurture the innate intelligence within your body and you provide it with proper food and proper rest and proper thought. That's why I tell everybody to kill their TV, turn off their TV, get regular exercise, get regular chiropractic care. Your body's going to live at a higher vibration and you're going to have better health than trying to inject it through a needle, which a lot of these vaccines are not being made in China with huge, highly contamination rates. And people have more faith in a needle from a lab in China than they do the inner wisdom in the body that has perpetuated humanity for eons and eons. And it's just mind-boggling to what degree people have been brainwashed.
Yes.
This is Rock with Cool Hand Vets right here with Last Revolution Media. Johnny out here at the protest for anti-forced vaccination. aka biological Trojan horse. Why are we putting up with it? Because it's incrementally been placed upon us. Your thoughts, my friend?
My thoughts on repeal SB 277. I don't want to force vaccinate my children. I don't want to force vaccinate myself. Don't make me stick needles and poison in me. Or else I will have to be used the Second Amendment.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry.
At some point, we have to draw a line in the sand, right? Because between you, me, and everyone out there, we never thought we'd ever see it get to this point. I know you didn't. Forced vaccinations. Now, here's the thing: if you're vaccinated and I got a disease or something that you've been vaccinated from, aren't you protected from that? I mean, you've got a biological bulletproof vest, so to speak, and here you are trying to indoctrinate other people with and mind you, their genetic makeup may be different, that these vaccinations are affecting them. Now, an attack on one of us is an attack on all of us. We can't stand
Biological warfare.
Rock, Cool Hand Vets, Johnny, Last Revolution Media.
Gonna chase those crazy